to normal, how we normally have it on Mondays. How we normally have it on Mondays. So we are back to Kenshi. We got our squad of the Unbroken Warriors here. And what we want to do is get these guys ready for crossbow training. Now, some people are a little hurt, so we're gonna medic up first. But that's the intent, at least for the moment, is to get everybody ready for crossbow training. Because even though I know a lot of them are not really crossbow specialists, it's I'll be able to show off just how the more people you have, the better and better the crossbow gets, especially against just a few targets. And I can always give them a sidearm that will be pretty useful. I think the longsword is a pretty nice sidearm if you're gonna have someone. If you're gonna have someone set to defense, it's a good option. It's a good option to do that. Just want to make sure that you guys can. I don't know if I can really hear the game sound at all. That or it's just real quiet. Kenshi's a little tricky that way. Just real quiet, I think. Like real quiet. Okay, so these are weapons. Oh no, those are weapons. Let's go back over here. We need to go toward Ranger Shop. There you go. And we also have Crawl there, who's a little bit hungry. Let's take everybody over here, right here. Come back in here. All right, let's trade. So let's think here. So we have a Masterwork Mark II bow that's for sale. That's a pretty nice option. Now, but there's a few options we can do. We can have a specialist with the Eagle's Cross, and I'm really kind of considering it might not be a terrible decision to start investing into a specialist. Basically, someone we just set up as our marksman. And right now, giving it to just whoever's the best possible choice at the time. The trick is sometimes I feel like the spring bat is a little bit better, just because it does have that quicker reload speed, and as you can see, a lower required skill, with the required skill here being 70. Whereas, as you can see with the toothpick, the required skill just basically means that the closer you get to it, I know it has like 90, but that means that the closer you get to it, the more you're going to get closer and closer to using it at max effectiveness. So even though the toothpick has 90, so it looks like you really need a ton, it just is because, it's just mostly because to use it at max effectiveness, you need it that much. But it's kind of, at that point, you can just shoot it really fast and really well. And I think part of it has to possibly do with accuracy deviation, because that's a big accuracy deviation in comparison to, let's say, something like the Eagle's Cross, which has a 1.55 accuracy deviation. And if I remember correctly, I believe it does have an impact on which end of the reload time it leans toward, versus the 4-second versus the 8-second. And this has it where it can do like a second. There's a lot of proponents for Mark 1 versus Mark 2. And a lot of people would recommend you that instead of staying with the toothpicks, to just have a whole squad of Old World Mark bows, whether 1 or 2. They're not wrong. They're not wrong if they tell you to do this, but that's up to you to determine if that's what you're looking for, because you can get, you can either have a specialist who's hitting the hard targets with something like the Eagle's Cross, and a bunch of people who are just kind of stunning people with repetitive hits with something very quick shooting like the Ranger or Toothpick. The Ranger is definitely a good option. As you can see, it can shoot pretty fast. I mean, compared to like a specialist there, that's 140 versus 220. So that's basically just a 0.8 second difference on the minimum speed. The maximum speed having a little over a second of a difference. However, basically twice the range. I think it's a significantly lower required skill. Now it does use regulars, and this is where we start getting into where it gets tricky. Why having, whether you want to have specialists or a bunch of people, and this is with the only problem I find with the Old World Mark 1 and 2 strategy is that you're going to be really needing a bunch of these regulars, right? a whole bunch of them. And they're a little more expensive than the 2-pick one. Oh no, actually they're about the same, but they're expensive per bolt basically, because that's 30 shots versus 40 shots. And they take up a little extra space, so you have to consider that you're gonna have a lot less volume of shots. Not bad, just something to consider. And everyone's gonna be using them. Versus if you had a specialist, he could carry all the longs, let's say, and then you could use or heavies if it's a spring bat. Spring bat's a really fun one. I really wish it got more love than it really does, because it does a lot of damage. Almost comparison to the Eagle's Cross here, and this is a masterwork and this is a specialist, and it does very close damage. Just a worse accuracy and reload time, or a little bit better of a reload time actually. A tad better. So, spring bat's a really nice one. The only problem is if you look at that range, there's a dramatic difference. There's a pretty dramatic difference. But you shoot faster. So if you need someone who's not, if you need some people who are going to be up in the front doing some heavy hitting, these are a nice choice to have some people with heavies. Just keep in mind that they will be pretty much at the same range as the 2-pick. A little bit closer. I mean, a little bit farther away. They can be a little further away, but as you can see, it's about punching in to the target. Whereas that's also about punching into the target, but it's going to be a lot longer it's going to be about a second more of a load time for a little extra damage. So one's kind of like a shotgun. Think of it like basically a shotgun with a slug versus a sniper rifle. They can be very similar in terms of that they can do a lot of damage to somebody with a single hit, and they and in video game terms at least puncture through things. I'm not entirely sure about how that relates with real life, but with video game terminology, typically it can do quite a bit. And they are significantly cheaper, as you can see, with a specialist spring bat being only 9,000 and requiring heavies, which heavies have 20 and longs have 10. So, you can consider that as a factor that in as you would, if you will, factor that in. We could have, and my recommendation is anyone with the Eagle's Cross, keep a good amount of distance. Now, if you have enough people with the Eagle's Cross, just give them all the Eagle's Cross. If you have like 30 people and you have infinite money, you might as well give them all a bunch of Eagle's Crosses if you're fighting a single target, because they're going to be shooting fast enough that they are going to just destroy somebody. If you're just shooting a single target, that's not a problem then, right? But you're shooting literally almost 4 times less. Not quite 4 times less. A little over 3 times less than something like the 2-pick, which is shooting significantly more, just far less accurate, but has the volume of fire on its side. And training. This will get you a much higher training than something like the Eagle's Cross. Take you forever to train. So, but we're going to have one specialist, and I think we're going to decide based off our highest crossbow, because it will stunt them with highest precision shooting too, because we don't want to shoot our friends. So I think Kralkesh, Jaglonger still could benefit from shooting her friends a little bit. Jaglonger could, because if you shoot someone in the back with this thing here, with this buddy, they're dead. If you shoot one of your teammates in the back of the head, they're probably dead. Very likely. So it's not very friendly to train with. So something like training with the 2-pick, having a bunch of 2-picks to train with, is probably a lot safer for everyone. Rangers are really nice. I mean, I might even just go with the Ranger just because of how nice it is. It requires a lot less accuracy to shoot well. They have a specialist one. I think I'll go with the Ranger. And, it shoots very fast, so it's a fast shooting weapon. Not perfect, but it's fast shooting. And the Masterwork Eagle's Cross is really nice, but I feel like we're going to kill our allies. I feel like we need to get better. Like we were literally going to blast someone's head off. I caught with the Eagle's Cross if we hit them wrong, or blast an arm off, and we really can't afford that. So again, I would put an Eagle's Cross maybe or Spring Bats on a specialist in which you run them around and fire on someone. Spring Bat's a little tad bit safer for friendly fire, just because it's for one it's a little lighter, but that's neither here nor there. But for two, is it doesn't do enough damage to one shot kill a teammate. You can't you're not gonna one shot kill an enemy necessarily, but sometimes it's worth. You're gonna severely debilitate them, and that can be worth it. And it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper too. So I think I'm gonna throw now. Whoever gets that is gonna need regulars. So we're gonna leave that on. Hold on, not her. We want it on Crawl Catch. Right now he's the one who can use the more dangerous weapon because he's got a. He's got the. I've been having trouble with my mouse lately, so I'm having to use. We're gonna move this ammunition over to Jaglonger and have her use the Masterwork toothpick. She's gonna shoot a little faster, but for one, she'll be able to hit her friends a little more, get a little more precision shooting, and without killing them. The Ranger is really nice in that same regard. Once you start getting up into here, if you hit your friend, you're gonna severely debilitate them, at the very least. So the Ranger's a nice middle ground there, that still can shoot, kind of okay far. Can do a little more bleeding damage if I remember correctly, yeah, and requires significantly less skill to get good at. So the Ranger's a nice one. So don't underestimate the Ranger; it's pretty good. So let's throw the specialist off of her. Throw it on there. And just move it down the line to Soto. So Soto, that's going to be your sidearm. This is going to be your primary weapon. And we're going to buy you some toothpicks. We're going to have some difficulty getting enough toothpicks, technically, for everybody. But the good thing is that we will have some, is that Crawl Cashier will just be able to use his own ammunition. Whoop, there we go. That might be enough. That's probably enough for him. I don't really see him using more ammunition than that. We're going to sell these plated long boots because it's going to slow them down, and we can't afford to be slow. So I think I'm going with 6 per everybody. So they already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give them 1 and then one of these other ones because they're almost out of 1. So there we go. And then give 2 down the line to her. We don't have enough crossbows for everybody yet, so we'll have to. So Ruka will have to get the next crossbow, with that being a high quality toothpick, very likely, because again, toothpicks are pretty nice. So we're moving her away from the plank, which I know is probably going to make a lot of people feel upset that we're selling the plank, but we're just trying to show that crossbows can be pretty good. So this is educational purposes. They do need a melee weapon, so we need to keep in mind that we will want to make sure they have a melee weapon. So the horse chopper, sell the samurai boots. She's got a longsword, which is nice, because that's already a fairly defensive weapon. So if someone needs to run up and defend while other volume of fire, that's an option now. Honestly, I would actually move everyone up to Rangers if I could. Probably because I don't need to. A second less of volume of fire probably is okay. I probably could move up to Ranger rather than just the Masterwork toothpick. I probably still have people use, but maybe the accuracy deviation is about half the deviation, so each hit will be a little more accurate. So firing into a group, though, the accuracy deviation is pretty much meaningless. It means you're gonna hit somebody. So we'll have them do their thing. And then they have the crossbow. We'll have them grab a crossbow. Actually, I'll have them share that, a little bit. So Ruka, you're getting another, or actually, hold on. You're gonna have 4. Whoa, I'm taking off my headgear. Don't want to do that. Okay, here you go. Actually, pass it down to Rain. Because I think we just gave them a crossbow, yeah. And just give them the already lost, some of the lost ammunition. So they'll run out of ammo a little bit quicker than everyone else, but that's okay. It's okay. An Old World Mark II can get really nice time-wise, but we just don't have the skill to make sure it's at that low one. So Old World Mark II might be another option if we want to do Volume of Fire late game. But it's just something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind is it's out there, but that is a masterwork one. So I could buy it actually and give it to. Hold on. The other thing is his skill isn't quite high enough, so he's gonna shoot slow. But at the same time, I don't know how often I'll run across a Old World Mark II with that kind of fire rate. And that's a nice fire rate there in accuracy. It's tempting me. It's tempting me to want to buy it anyway. You can even say a little more complex than its Mark 1 user, has more complicated use for unskilled users when we'll have a hard time reloading. Unskilled users will have a hard time reloading smoothly. But it's really good for experienced users. I might just buy it just to have it. Just because it's really good. But I think the Ranger is going to be more practical right now for leveling. I guess since I don't have enough to give everyone a weapon, what I could do is I could share that ammunition and have him use it anyway. He'll level up a little slower, but then more people will level up right now, if that makes sense. So actually, pass that on. Pass that to, or actually throw that on, and we'll give Jaglonger the Ranger then. There we go. And that way we can share some more ammo amongst these people here. We can get Atto working on his accuracy. Okay, hold on. Atto, move that down into secondary weapon. Probably, hold on, we have 4 here. 3? Okay, hold on. Move 1 over. So, it doesn't really matter who we give the masterwork one. Maybe Otto. Maybe we'll give Otto, even though because he just has the least gear. I know. I want to pass it down the right way. So we'll move it down this way. Move it down. That way we remember. So, Soto, you get the masterwork toothpick. Ruka will get the specialist toothpick, and it pretty much down the line. We do have to watch out for accuracy because they're going to want to stand kind of not in the right places. And then that's a high quality one, so these two are the same. Alright, nice. And then we do need Jaglonger to buy some ammunition, which he has tons of, so we can do that. However, sometimes we won't be lucky enough to have tons of the right ammunition that we need at the right time. And I think we're actually getting close to needing... I think Crawl here needs some food. Yeah, Crawlcash, run up and feed the dog, if you will. Also, while we're doing that, we're going to have some people go ahead and start training. In fact, everyone come here. Because some people can start training at the ninja training dummies to kind of catch up. There we go. So who needs it most? We got... Okay, that's Jaglonger. 3, 5. Oh, sorry, so it's only melee attack that we're going to be able to train. So Ruka's doing pretty well. Rain doesn't need it. Okay, so let's do Soto here. Actually, maybe I should rearrange these guys a little bit because, hold on. Go ahead, you work on that. Who needs it second most? One of these two. I'll give it to you because you're more likely to end up getting stuck fighting. Or actually, hold on. Ruka doesn't need it quite as much as or Soto doesn't need it quite as much as the other ones do. And we'll have Soto train a little bit actually on the assassination training. Might as well, so they're doing something. Ah, the food got passed on. Good. I was worried about that. Now, food's going to be a bit of an issue, but with this many people, I'm pretty sure we're going to not have too much of a problem. Hold on. Kralkesh, go ahead and try to get involved. Try to get involved in helping fight off this. I want to see how you do. Oh, he doesn't have ranged on. Hold on. A lot of people don't have ranged. Hold on. Everybody, turn ranged on. If you have ranged, use it. Kralkesh, get involved. I want to see how well you can do. Okay, we got some severed arms, which we could feed to the dog. Not seeing any princes, which is unfortunate. Because that would give us some more money just to buy some food. But we can also pick up all these blunt weapons to give our people as sidearms until they have proper ones. And just sell whichever ones are left. Use the best quality ones and sell the remainder. There you go. It's a start, at least. It's a start. So our firing line, our Shek firing line will be up and running pretty soon, fortunately. I think, at least. Volume of fire is the key here. All right, so let's go ahead and pass out these to anyone who doesn't have a sidearm or side weapon. So Ruka does not have a side weapon. These look like a little bit better quality. Rusting Blade is probably the best one we'll be able to find. So Rusting Blade. Whoa, wrong person. Ruka. There we go. So Ruka has now a sidearm. And Hotlongs has one. They just don't have a main weapon yet. Okay, I think that was everybody has a sidearm. We can sell the rest for food. Yeah, we can sell the rest for food. So Kralkesh, while they're all working out, you run and sell and get some food for everybody. Because Shek do have a bit of a quicker food use time. So that will be the difficulty of having a bunch of Shek crossbow people. Is we will have a difficulty maintaining our food stores. Just gonna take these. Is typically dried meat isn't super space efficient, but it's super money efficient. Very, very, very money efficient. So turn over here. We could probably actually get a little more. Yeah. While everyone else is working on their training, Kralkesh can get us some money from some baseline scavenging. But we can get back to our stealthy tricks. Back to our stealthy ways too. Oh, let's shoot him. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he ran right past us. Are we going to be able to hit him? I don't think we're going to get the chance to hit him. Oh, nope. That was unfortunate. I would have liked to have hit him. We can actually come down here. Maybe we'll get a chance. Just let Kralkesh do his thing. Actually, hold on. Jaglonger and Kralkesh. Because Jaglonger isn't really training anything, if I remember right now. Come on. Or we can actually have them do some knockouts. Like the good old days. Like the good old days of knocking out the princes. Oh, and a strike. There we go. That was a clean shot. I don't know who got him. Oh, hold on. We're doing some nice supporting fire here. Okay, hold on. Oh, going back to firing. Okay, there we go. Let's pick this guy up. Pick him up, and let's put him on a post. I wonder if that samurai's still there that we threw on one of these posts. There we go. Let's run over here. Probably not. I'm pretty sure last time I remember he was getting eaten. I'm pretty sure. But let's throw this guy on a post, and then we'll summon the fog princes, so we can knock them out. Uh-oh. Is the fog yard gone? I think the fog death yard is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Ah, that's a shame. This is a good one because it's so close, and it spawns there. That's a shame. We have to find one now, and the only real easy way of finding one is by, well, either getting captured or by, which I wouldn't recommend. Or another way you could find it is just by seeing someone get caught. Someone else get captured, and I'm following them. Ooh, who are you? You're alone out here. Wait, that's a prince! We just came across the prince just wandering around. Oh, he's shooting with he can shoot with it with one hand? I didn't think he could shoot with one hand. Hold on. Let's drop... I think he's weighed down by his stuff. So let's drop his stuff real quick. These are just heavy with no real good reason to have them. They're just basically a little bit of money. I think what we want to do is run past those guys. Oh, hold on. Drop that guy. I think that's also weighing you down. Jack Longer, come over here. Alright, now where'd that guy go? Ah, here we go. Take his head. And a sidearm, because we could use that. Not everyone has a good sidearm. Oh, we got hit. Hold on, where did we get hit? Chest. Okay, that's not that bad. So we should be able to just shoot these guys. We can train up our crossbow while the other guys are training their melee combat. A little bit. We're pretty quick, so we'll outrun them fairly easily. As long as we keep running. Okay, there we go. And then let's do a quick turn and fire. Uh-oh. The reload makes it take a little bit longer, as you can see. We could pretty much strafe and shoot a lot easier with the junk bows. Well, not junk bows, but with the toothpicks. But strafing and firing with these are going to be a little bit tricky. Because right now, they're not really highly skilled. So they're going to be pretty much... I mean, the ranger is going to shoot a little faster, but the other ones won't. Because one has a ranger, if I remember correctly. Jack Longer. Alright, give him a nice shot now. Whoop! A miss. Let's run down here. Let's run through the forest. Or, well, the forest of all of 3 big plants. Okay. Oh, nice. We got an 80. Was that 99 or 89? Right to the chest of somebody? Well, that was pretty nice. That was a pretty good hit. Now, technically, I would say against these targets in particular, since they have no gear, just use the toothpick. There's no real... Oh, we found a place. We found a death yard. See random cursing. If you see random cursing, you know you've entered the area of a death yard. Let's go. You can find more heads this way. If we get far enough away, I think we can sneak away from them. Oh gosh, I did not see him there. Woo! He spooked me. Alright, let's run. Now, ideally, you wanted to come in sneaking. Oh, see, now we're stealthed. They lost track of us. Or some of them did. Seems like not all of them did. Let's kill these. Okay, he's down. Now just one last to get. There we go. He should be down pretty soon because we're both firing on him. Yep. Okay, so now remember, once they're eating, they don't care about us. They authentically don't. Now, if like any of these like periphery ones will get involved. Don't get me wrong, they will get involved, so we need to be careful. But the ones who are actually eating, right? These guys here will not care. So we need to just worry about these periphery guys. Because they will come after us. Like this guy here. Let's take him out before we go in. Okay, there we go. Now sneak. Okay, do we have more periphery guys here? I don't think we do, right? Just knock this guy out. Just knock him out. Hopefully we can get to him before they finish. If they finish as soon as we get there, we're in some trouble. Okay, we got them. Knocked out. Take some of that. Take that head off of him. We did take the head off him, right? Yeah. Okay, and hold on. Let's make sure. Ooh, let's not get all these guys. Ooh, let's go back over here. All right, so let's get rid of that. Do a quick second knockout. Again, we just need to watch out for the periphery people because they're the only ones who are gonna really mess with us if we screw up. So, hold on. Now you can come back and knock out another one. You just knock out as many princes as we can. Take as many of their weapons too. They're pretty nice weapons. I think our bait's running out of. I think the guy acting as bait. I mean, I want to help him. But I'm pretty sure he's done for. I'm pretty sure there's no point trying to save him. Yeah, he's dead already. He's already dead. No point. So they're almost done eating him. So that's not good because that means once they're done, we have no bait. Oh gosh, we failed. Hold on. I think we got into combat there. Oh, we did. I think we attacked one by accident. You can't do a normal attack against one. That'll screw it up. I think it's also that they were really getting close to running out of. Not all of them could eat at once. So let's just go and fire on them. This will provide firing practice at least. Whoop. There we go. Again, these particular crossbows are overkill. But when you're low skilled, if you're gonna use the tactic of training against these guys, I just use the I would recommend using the what do we call it, bow? Whatever bow they're using. What bow is that called again? Toothpick. It's just the better one to do for training against these guys because they don't really have armor, so it's not really necessitated. It's not really a necessity that you use something really heavy. Oh gosh, we just shot one of our friends. I think we just shot one of them in the legs. Ooh, that's not good. That's a bad hit to the leg. See, that's why I also recommend using it because if you shoot your friend in the leg, you're gonna be in some serious trouble, and they've got a bleeding injury to the leg, which is never good. It's all from their leg injury, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, run, run! Hold on. Actually, you taunt and fire on them, and then Jaglonger. So buy cover for Jaglonger Crawlcash. You're safe. Hold on, are they really gonna ignore you? Hold on. Oh gosh, you're gonna get hit. Crawlcash is now in danger. Hold on. We can't play what do you call it? Hold on, let's turn off ranged so that he comes up and tries to melee that guy. Okay, I might need to watch out for her here. Maybe have her do a little bit of a... Whoop, come on, go to the gate. See, that's where friendly fire becomes a problem. Okay, we got hit hard. Oh no, they're down. Hold on, Carl Cash, pick them up. We gotta pick them up. Whoop. Oh gosh, he's getting hit, but he's good. He's good. Carl Cash is a soldier. He's a trooper. He's a trooper. He can get through this. Oh, he's running at 13? Ooh. Oh, he's got a while to run, too. They're crippled. Ah, they're crippled, but they're not. Hold on. Everybody come down. Everybody come down here. Hold on. Put down. Jaglonger is awake, so let's just have them run off. And Kralkesh, go defense mode here. Go to block, taunt, and then defend against them. Soto, somebody pick them up. Pick up. And the rest come in. Oh gosh. Come on, Kralkesh, hold in there. Oh, you're defending the wrong way. You're defending the wrong way. Come on, guys. Hold on. Come on, where's the rest of the team? Where's the rest of the team? You guys, where are you? Come out already. Come on. I need the rest of the team. I need the rest of the A team here. Or I guess the only part of the team. Come on. Turn off range and just go into melee. Just go into melee combat. Jaglonger, first aid yourself, too. Because that will help. Kind of buy time. Ooh, boy. Boy, we are going down on the legs. They're really focusing on those legs. Okay. We need to... Worst case scenario, if we do get captured, I have some plans. You first aiding your leg? Please? Please be first aiding your leg? Now defend yourself. Defend yourself until these guys get here. They're taking forever to get here, though. Oh, good, good, good. We have backup. We have backup coming in. We have backup coming in the form of, we're caught. In the form of guards. Oh, she's gotten back up. Uh-oh. Heal your leg. Heal your leg. That's a priority. Because if you don't heal your leg, we're going to be in some trouble. Kralkesh can kind of defend himself for a little bit longer. You guys keep going. Keep going. I don't know what they're stopping for. Come over here. Okay, we're gonna really have to help him out now. Come on. He's gonna be in some. Okay, hold on. Now fight this guy. Surround him. Okay, hold on. Where's the rest of them? Come on. They're not very quick, unfortunately, movement-wise. Jaglonger, you can now fire on that one. Okay, that's good. We took that one down, I think. Hold on, you can turn off block to get a swing in. There we go. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to have them fight. Go and fight the best you guys can. Hold on. Preferably don't hit each other. Now we're going to be fighting... These are superior targets, but we have a guard helping us, and we're firing in with some crossbows, so maybe we'll do all right. Okay. Everybody gotta. Oh, you gotta heal, Carlkesh. That's close. That was a close one. There's almost in a lot of trouble there. Probably should have prioritized just running them to safety, but that's fine. When you play the speed game, you just gotta be very cognizant of what you're doing. Otherwise, you make mistakes like that and end up losing your speed. What happened is that since we're using the higher damage crossbow, our misfire hit Jaglonger in the leg, and dropped their speed down to a really horrible level, to an absolutely atrocious level, and that which gave them all the ability in the world for them to catch them. Everybody turn off range for a second and come here. Turn off hold too. Just come over. Everyone come over here. Period. And then medic. Where's Jaglonger? It's going to take her a long while. We're all crippled on the leg, I think. You got splint injuries? Oh, who has a splint kit? Doesn't someone have a splint kit? Yeah. Splint kit. Splint. Splint injuries. Oh, don't bodyguard. Hold on. Alright, so, and do they need splinting? Yes. Okay, there we go. So everybody go back. We made a lot of money. Played it a little risky, but we made a lot of money. I think we had 2 errors there. We accidentally, I think, assaulted. I think we didn't make sure that we were in stealth. I think we got knocked out of stealth for some reason. But then we attacked rather than try to knock out. I think that's what happened, which drew them off. Because if you're just knocking him out at the post, they just don't care. Like, you'd be right next to them, and they don't care. As long as you're stealthed and not attacking them. They just don't care. So, we did something to aggravate them. Let's run it, everybody. We're gonna sell these heads and have some money. It's kind of funny watching them fast forward like that, because it's just like it looks like they're just shuffling their feet really, really, really quickly. There we go. Oh, can't afford it? Well, don't worry. We need to buy food anyway. So, actually, hold on. We need to sell some of these weapons. I'm going to sell the... Who's using a terrible weapon? There you go. Ruka, I'm going to sell that. And also, I'm going to leave her with what she has. The saber is really what we want to go for ultimately. So, I'm going to just give the ninja blade... That's a pretty good one. Rusting blade. A decent one. To... It was Ruka, right? Yeah. I think it was that sounds right. And then we got Rusting Blade and Rusted Junk. So I'm going to... That's Rusted Junk. That's a katana. That's Rusted Junk is a katana. How many rusting... Just... Okay, hold on. Let's just sell... I don't know whether it'd be better to leave them with katana. There's only one step up, but then the skill differences are going to be different. So that's +2 -4. Whereas that is +3 -5. I'm going to sell that. And just give them the ninja blade. And see how that works. It's got less of a skill gap. Sell that and then... Oh, that only gives a +1. Oof. It's still -5, so buy back, sell that, and then keep that on auto. I'll work fine for now. Okay. And then let's buy a bunch of food. Can't afford it. Oh, we're in that odd spot of where you can't really buy anything from us and we can't really sell anything to him. Is that where we are right now? Ah. Hate when that happens. We're in that weird, really weird middle ground, huh? Crawl's hungry again. He wants more food. He's just a team pet. Should be getting actually older now. He's a teen, so he should be getting somewhat decent at his skills should be raising. Honestly, you want to kind of get him experienced at a young age, but you know, what can you do? Because his speed isn't going to be really, since we're kind of relying off of running away, hit and run tactics. He's going to be kind of a little bit of an odd position. Because honestly, if you ask me, the best use of dogs is paired with a character, melee character, because unlike another player, or not another player, another humanoid character, they can't block. So as long as the human is drawing aggro, they're not missing out on a block. Because the way it happens is if someone does AOE, if they attacked you, and you miss, and your character one misses, it hits everyone. Even if the next person has crazy high melee defense, then they're gonna get hit with the AOE of the ability. So it's not a bad idea to have a combat character with a dog next to them, and then go, well, he won't miss out. There's no opportunity cost there on that secondary character, and he can keep swinging extremely. That the dog can swing extremely quickly, at a very early level. Can swing very quickly, so has that advantage to it. So that's something to keep in mind. It's the reason why dogs are a lot better, I guess, at surrounding somebody in this game than it seems like they should be able to, based off of just on paper in the game. But they can actually do it pretty well because where's the other bar? I thought there was a second bar. Am I out of my mind? I think maybe I'm out of my mind here. I thought there was a second bar. Oh, we'll wait. Uh-oh. There's combat over here. Let's go after it. Nothing. Nothing important. Oh, let's get him. I see him. Let's fire on him. Okay, hold on. Is someone carrying somebody? Let's turn back on ranged. Oh, we're shooting through a wall. I don't know if that'll work. Part of me tells me that's not going to work. Okay, let's run over here. See if... It's kind of hard to spot if there's... Oh, there we go. Let's press play, so I'm not fast forwarding, so I can see actually if we get any shots in. But yeah, friendly fire with the Mark II is going to be a big issue because we don't have the armor really. So there we go for another reason why the toothpick has a lot going for it, is that if you friendly fire, you're not going to ruin your day or ruin your teammates' day as badly. They're going to actually be able to somewhat survive. Oh, wow, we actually ran up pretty quick up there. We also need to get our athletics up pretty nice. Otherwise, we're going to be behind. So I'm going to fast forward and just bring everyone back. It's getting daylight, so we should be able to sell stuff at the weapon shop. Or the crossbow shop, because it should have tons of my money to be able to pay me back with. Got a lot of people still injured. Quite a bit. Either have them lay down for a bit or do something. But let's move them around first. Okay. So we have some more old world bows. Some more specialist toothpicks, actually, which is nice. And more ammunition. Stuff like that. We want enough ammunition that we have, maybe 6 on both of these guys. And maybe 6 on every person with a toothpick. But I want to save enough that I have money for food. Oh, wrong ammunition. Oh, we ran out of toothpick ammunition to buy. Okay. Oh, that's okay. We'll have to live with that. But there is another ranger here. But it is a standard ranger, so that's not the best thing in the world. So I'm going to just buy a specialist toothpick, I think. For the last person. You know, I'm not going to even care if it's technically Hot Longs is jumping ahead, but consider it a benefit because we had Hot Longs in our campaign last time, I think, too. A Hot Long, someone named Hot Longs in our last campaign, and they have no armor, so they may need it. Let's go ahead and slip some ammunition their way. Who's got the most ammunition to share? Ruka's got some ammunition to share. So Hot Longs, we'll take 1 from each person. Except for Otto. He's doing pretty bad on the ammunition front. Okay, there we go. There's another specialist. If we needed to, we could buy another specialist. And sell one of our old ones. I don't know if I'd probably save for a masterwork. These hide specialists isn't going to be... I feel like it's going to be a lot of money just to have to sell it ultimately again. So I'll leave it there. So we got a crossbow line. Now let's go get some food in the bellies of our warriors here. There we go. The other problem is that Crawl's in some serious danger in the front lines with anything other than the most basic crossbows. So he might be relegated to just team mascot, I think, for a little while. I could do Rice Bowl, but I think Rice Bowl, I think, is somewhat good for value. Oh, I didn't mean to buy bread. Sell that back. Those are close. Okay. And then this would just be good for storage. You know, I'm going to buy it just so we have it. There you go. So we don't have to worry about food so much. The thing is, Crawl also starts with some pretty nicely high stats. It's just they start with a massive negative to them because of being young, and his stats have already gone up a little bit, and he's just teen. He's just a teen. So the other thing is, the best time to train them is when they're little. When they're older, they're going to take a lot longer to train. But I think we've already ended up deciding that Crawl is probably going to end up a bit of a scout, because some things won't eat him. Some things don't care about him. So some things will leave him alone. He can check out different things. So we might have someone carry him, and we use him like a UAV, where we just send him in there and have him tell us what's going on. Not everything wants to eat the dog. And the good thing is we can use a crossbow apparently even with someone on our shoulder. So if we get someone good enough at strength, they can carry Crawl with them. In fact, we might go ahead and do that. Crawl is a little bit of a practice weight. Wait, did someone get into combat? I'm pretty sure someone was in a combat for all about 5 seconds. We also need to get armor for our teammates here. So we're gonna have who needs probably the strength boost. It's probably someone who needs a nice strength boost. Let's look at the strength of our characters. So 27, 31, 4, 5, 24. That's pretty nice. 1, 1. I'm going to have Soto just because they're higher up in the order, and it'll be easier for me to remember that we want to keep them with good stuff. Or actually, hold on. I might even just change. Hold on. I might change the squad order to reflect that Soto's a bit behind Rain here. Rain's a lot stronger. And I'd say Ruka is a little bit stronger than Soto. So I'd go there. It's our order. It's the pecking order of of the team. Okay, there we go. Let's see. And so I want to have. I don't really need the strength boost. Ruka would probably maybe need the strength boost. Because they're the lowest person that's considered talented that we have. Pick up. And they could reach a reasonable strength fast enough. I want to have everyone train a little bit too. And also, by keeping Carl with us, he'll be able to actually eat. I'm going to do some running training. But yeah, that's basically the main thing to do with the dog is just some things don't really care about the dogs, so that you're free to kind of run them around. Other things do care very heavily about the dogs. If it's if they eat people, then generally, if they eat people or do stuff with people, generally I found that they don't always mess with the dog or just don't prioritize the dogs. So the dogs can oftentimes kind of be able to serve as kind of a scout. In fact, hold on. I should just put Crawl down. Maybe we can get his running up. We'll run just as fast as him. He runs at, I think, hold on. What's his speed? I think he runs only at Crawl. He's a little -4. He's -4 for some reason. Total speed -4. I think it's just from his age. Because he's still just a teen. Once they get to elder, they can actually do some damage. But they're always slow, unfortunately. And he does have a very high hunger rate. So we're going to run track with him for a little bit. But we can also sneak a little bit, too. And get everyone to sneak up while we're at it. Because sneaking is the alternative to running fast. If you can't run faster, sneaking is the second best. And there's a reason why I say sneak is second best to running fast. Is just because running fast can help you in a combat situation where sneaking fast... sneaking you need to have something happen in the combat situation to get you out. It can prevent a combat situation, make you never need the combat situation, but if you get discovered, it can be tricky without being faster, without being sneaky and fast, you're in some trouble. So, just keep in mind that that's probably what I would consider the main skill level up is athletics. And sneak being a close second. Just depending on how you intend to play. So let's run around a little bit. Or we ultimately want to get vengeance on Stout. So now that we have our crossbow line, armor isn't so important since, again, they don't really have a crossbow person to really mess with us. Because we can just run away from their walls. We're going to have to just be very smart with it. That's all. We armor isn't that important though for us. It's not an absolute necessity. Just run around. Also, the good thing is the dog does have I think in the 40s of skills once it's elder. So it's really nice and it has very quick attack speed. So if someone needs help, the dog's always a good one to run in and kind of help, as opposed to sending in again a player or a character who could be shooting, doing something else. The dog can act as like a fill-in that can attack very quickly, has a good baseline amount of skills that you don't need to train, and if they go down, generally a lot except if you go down around hungry people, they'll eat them. So that you gotta be concerned about that. But certain things won't like care about them. I don't think some of those skeletons that rip people's skins off are really care about dogs. They might attack them, but I don't think they'll eat them. And I don't think that certain other enemies will even really recognize them. I don't think cannibals care about them. I could be wrong about that. I can't believe it or not. I've dealt mostly with Fogmen. I've rarely fought cannibals, which is weird to say with as many hours as I've played. Is I've never really made a true cannibal hunter, just because they really are just not really that worth it to hunt. They're just really not that worth it to hunt. I hate to say it. It's just there's like virtually no reward to doing it other than experience and infinite risk. There's infinite risk with little to no reward, unlike the Fogmen, which you can find their heads. Cannibals, they're also really quick, which these guys are quick too, but I just find that it's a lot of danger for very little reason. A lot of senseless danger, I guess you could say. Let's go ahead and run around. Get a little running in. Get a little running and training in. Let's see how some athletics are doing. Crawl is sitting at 29 athletics. A lot of these people are sitting around at 20s, which is pretty strong early, but not really good until much later. So max possible 18. See, that 18 is not what you want for max possible. It's not a good max possible. You want 21 is the safe. 20 and 21. 20 is safe most places. 21 is safe for severe danger, because most enemies will only ever run at most 21. I think there's some that run 22, and then gutters obviously will run at whatever speed they want. They run very quickly. The big things. So unless you have cyber legs and all that kind of stuff going on, you might as well forget it. So talk to this ninja boss. Oh, that's not the ninja boss. Where's the ninja boss? Where's the ninja boss? Or maybe that wasn't ninja boss. We're just sneaking. Nope. Or not ninja boss. Ninja merchant is the one we need to talk to. If we want to see if they have any stuff on equipment. No ninja merchant? No, it's that one right there. New member, huh? Well, unless you actually enjoy the inside of a cell. Okay. Let's see what you have to trade. You can buy another backpack, which would be nice in the long run, but they do have some gear here which we could use. But I'm also looking at those wakizashis because those could be nice to have. But we'll think about that later. In the meantime, let's come in here, and then we'll call it for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. We had a lot of fun with this one. A little fighting, but we're not quite ready. We got a long way before this rabble of recruits are up to the same standard as Crawlcash and Jaglonger. And then we'll see how they go. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a good one. And see you guys later. Alright, bye.